Hey, the video that you are watching right now is how to search for general Dokkan assets across the internet. If that's what you're looking for, then you're in the right place. But if you are looking for the video on how to search through my Twitter account at Dokkan Assets, then the video in the description in the top right corner right now, or the video at the end card is what you're looking for. Otherwise, please enjoy the video. Hello everybody, Dokkan Assets here. Today we are back with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going over how to get basic Dokkan Battle assets from every other place that isn't my Twitter account. I made this video previously, and obviously if you watched my 20k celebration video, you would know that this was a video that I planned as part of the celebration that I was going to remake, because the original one was good and it still works for the purpose that it serves, but it's way too long. It could be condensed into like 8 to 10 minutes, which is hopefully what I'm going to do today. So here are the main resources that I am aware of where you can get various different Dokkan Battle assets. There are two big ones and another one that's kind of obvious, but I figured that I should still include it anyway. Let's go ahead and hop into the first one, which is good old DBZ.Space. Now, if you're unaware of DBZ.Space, DBZ.Space is a website that hosts Dokkan news on their front page for JP and Global. You can actually switch between each version, and you can see the brand new news. But with this wonderful tab over here, besides switching between the versions, you can actually see that there are a ton of different things on this sidebar. Like if we click on the cards tab, you can actually see every single card in the game. And not only that, you can like search for a specific character if you want to, right? Now, the cool thing about this website is that it actually allows you to see the individual assets for literally everything on it, but for the cards specifically, since it's the page that we're on, if you click on this little photo button here, you can actually open up and see all of the different assets that make up cards, and not just the actual card art itself, but literally every single little piece that makes it up, right? Look at all of these different things here. We have the background here. We have the character. We have the circle. We have the cut-in. We have the effect. We have the little piece of the pie at the bottom of the screen. We have the other cut-in. We have the attack name. We have the quote. We have the other attack name. We have the other quote. All kinds of stuff for your viewing pleasure when it comes to these card arts. Now, keep in mind, the card art is going to be in the resolution that Dokkan gives it to us in, right? That's why it doesn't look like it's in HD. I mean, he looks kind of far away because he sort of is far away right now. But obviously, if we zoom in, it's like, you know, because it's a bunch of pixels. But this is obviously the resolution that Dokkan gives us the card in. So for all the card assets, that is the easiest way to find any card that you're looking for. And what's even cooler is if you're looking at a LR card, almost said an R card, you can actually see the various different LR assets that make up the moving card, which is pretty cool. So that's the easiest way to get any card art in the game. You can literally just search it up. Obviously, if it's not available on Global yet, then you can just hop over to JP, and then you can take a look at whatever you want on here, right? Like we don't have Janemba on Global yet, and as you can see, here he is, right? And then you can look at all of his assets and, you know, all that good stuff here. And this is, of course, not just LRs. If you scroll down and hit load more, it literally has every single card in the game. Literally every single one, because it just takes it right from the game's database of cards and posts it on the website. So any card that you're looking for here, you can find all of the assets here. So it's really, really nice, super cool resource. You can even just view the full card art if you want to. And also, obviously, if you're unfamiliar with the website, you can too view the stats and what the card does and all that good stuff as well. Obviously, though, this doesn't just apply to cards. There is literally everything else under the sun here. As you can see, if we go to items, quests, events, stuff like that, right? If we click on game items, let's just go to awakening, right? You can look at any one of these awakening medals. Let's just look at Gogeta's medal, right? It goes right here, and then you can just open the image, or you can save it from right here. Sometimes it doesn't save correctly, but obviously if you want to, you could just take a screenshot of it, and then obviously just crop it out that way. But all of the assets are on here for you. You know, all of the different medals, right? Obviously, if we're looking at the quest stages, you could even see, you know, little like images that go with each quest area. If you're looking for specific events in the game, you can go to the events tab here. Let's just go to like the Fusion Reborn story event, right? And then right here, you can actually just take a look at the full quest banner, which is really cool because obviously this is something that I know a lot of people ask about, how to get these assets. So this is all the Dokkan events. This is all the story events. This is all the daily events, all that good stuff. Literally whatever you're looking for will be here. Again, same little dealio, JP and global. Obviously the JP version will have, you know, the stuff that isn't on the global version, so on and so forth. So that's a super easy way to get images. Again, literally everything that you would want to be here, right? The banners are also on the summon tab, which is a great resource, right? The JP one does update a lot slower than the global one. That actually does apply for every single one of these tabs. As you can see on JP here, we're only up to Kale and Caulifla, and Trunks' banner is not there. I don't know why that is, that the JP side doesn't update as fast as the global one, but that's just kind of the way that it is right now. But obviously, if you want whatever banner, you know, you can literally just click it, you know, and then you can open a new tab, and blammo, there's your Frieza banner, right? You can obviously open the specific thing in a new tab too, and then open it that way. You know, however you want to do it, that's just the easiest way to get at these various assets, which I think is pretty cool, that it's so simple that you can literally just, you know, click on it, and then there it is, right? Even here's the different items from missions, right? If you just click on the missions tab, you can view and save all of these different things from here. So very nice if you're looking for an easy way to find this stuff, because I feel like this is very easy to navigate and you can kind of just figure out what's under, you know, every single one of these tabs. It's like, oh, tournaments. It's like, oh, it's the world tournament, right? And then you can see information about that as well. Obviously, not all of them have images attached to them. It just kind of depends on what it is. But of course, you know, most of the time that they will, because it just displays the game's database. Now, the other resource that you can get assets from very easily is actually the Dokkan Wiki. The Dokkan Wiki updates very, very quickly. It's nice too because it even has a clock for a bunch of different time zones. You can see the JP time zone as well. It has the brand new newest cards right here on the home page. So if you're looking for that, blammo, there's the newest card right there in your face, right? They have it for JP and global. And then if you want the asset for that, you can literally just click on it. And then there's the card art. If you click that little see full image button up there too, well, that's a little zoomed in. But they even have the technical HD version of the card too. With the LR cards, I will say they do work a little bit wonky if you click on them. It takes you to sometimes the GIF, which is not actually technically a GIF file. It's saved as, I believe it's a WebP file. Oh, no, it does actually save as a GIF on your computer. Okay. Cool. So obviously that one won't be netting you the actual, like, you know, just plain card art of the card. But let's just take Trunks as an example then, right? If you click on the card art, you can see all of the different things that kind of go with it. Some of these are just different assets for the wiki, but it'll be stuff that's kind of surrounding the card, right? Like obviously this is all stuff that's displayed on this page. So that's an easy way to get like the UR logo, right? Like if you're looking for the UR logo, you know, you can click on the thumbnail and then you can just kind of scroll through here and, you know, find it there. It's just not loading for me, unfortunately. But this is an easy way to get literally whatever you're looking for. Like, let's say we're looking for the Godstone, right? If we just want to find the Godstone, we go to the Stone Shop section, and then bam, there's the Godstone 8. You know, so this is another great way to just kind of search through whatever you're looking for. Because obviously the wiki does a good job of being able to, you know, just kind of display whatever it is that you're clicking on. They also do have the full celebrations, right? Whatever is the most current celebration on JP and Global. We'll just click on the most recent global one. This is a great way to get these two. Obviously, this is something that you can pick up on DBZ.Space too, but obviously just whatever's easy for you. And obviously, I'm just giving you more options, right? This one, you have to open that in a new tab. Sometimes you can't click on the image. Sometimes you just have to do it that way. But yeah, all these little banners are here, which is great too. Obviously, again, this is another way to get the actual banner image because you can click on it through the celebration. and then you can click on the banner and find it there. Now, I will tell you, the wiki is sometimes a little bit finicky about searching general search terms. Like if you search tech, SSJ, trunks, chances are something that's not even close to what you're actually looking for is going to be the result that comes up here. So the easiest way to get around that is if you're looking for a character, if you just search their name, all the time it will come up with the disambiguous page, which if we open this up here, right, it'll literally just be every single Trunks unit in the game, which is nice. And obviously, you know, whatever character you search, it'll just be, you know, whatever versions of that character are in Dokkan. Obviously, some will be a little bit longer depending on the character, and some will be a little bit shorter depending on the character. But funny enough, literally one of the best ways that I found to just search things even on the wiki is literally just doing it this way, right? Tech, Super Saiyan, Trunks. Let's just search that up. Obviously, since there's multiple, you're not always going to get the right one on the first go. But literally, right, we have this one right here. And another great way to do this too is if you just click on images, right, it'll obviously just find things that are sort of tagged with that. And there you go. There's your bad boy right there. And there he is on the wiki page if you're having a hard time finding it. Now, again, that being said, with the wiki isn't necessarily the best at searching like more general search terms, right? Like for the Godstone that we were looking at earlier, right? If we just search red stone, it's not really going to come up here, right? Because that's what most people just call it. They call it the red stone rather than the Godstone. You can maybe find it through Baba's Treasures. But again, if you just search on Google red stone Dokkan, right? You probably want to include, you know, Dokkan in there. And then you go to the images tab. There you go. There is some perfect options for you. And so for these harder to find assets, sometimes Google really is just your friend. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason, the Dragonstone asset is kind of hard to find. So obviously just searching Dragonstone Dokkan is, you know, a fine way to find it. You know, you go to your tools page again. We'll preferably do large if they have it. Color, transparent, right? And then if they don't have it here, right, like if there's too big, you know, there's not one that works, there you go. You could do medium, and then if that still doesn't work, you could just do any size again, obviously, and it will literally just give you any option. With some of these, do keep in mind there isn't a larger asset that exists for these, right? Like we just went through the large and the medium, and no Dragonstones really came up. That is quite literally because the asset just doesn't exist unless someone has tried to HDify it, because of course, you know, like this comes from the wiki, and this is literally just this little Dragonstone icon right here, and it's just because it's what comes out of the game, right? That is every single method that I know to find general Dokkan Battle assets. I hope this helped. If you, of course, have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Or if you know of any other places to find Dokkan Battle assets, definitely leave them in the comment section below. As well, I will obviously leave links to all of this stuff in the comments section below and also in the description to make it easy for you to find. Hope you are able to find the Dokkan assets that you are looking for through this, and I will see you in the next one. Dokkan assets out. Peace.